Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and whatever else is watching. My name is Nick and we are playing once more Dragon Quest Builders for the Nintendo Switch. Today, well, I've been working on several things. Last time we checked Terra Gladiatoria and that was also in preparation for what we are going to do today. Because I've been decorating the town for a bit. For example, I put in some roads here. The rooms actually are still unchanged. This is still the welder's workshop, my pot chamber, the miner's studio, the carpenter studio, blacksmith studio, alchemist laboratory, the herbalist, the alchemist. I have a candling garden over here. My inn is over here. I have a flowery foodery over here. Bodybuilder boudoir. I thought about doing things here, but I just couldn't think of what good thing to place here actually, because I wanted to make it a sort of a cafe. But you don't have tables for standing next to. Well, shared bedrooms, fun and games room, library, dressing room. Oh yeah, I added a little bit of a town square here. Well, it's more a neighborhood square where you have a well, with columns next to it. You can get some water over here. Well, we got some gardens, like here in the cactus. We have our farming in here. Okay, have they been doing something? Well, you could say something. It's not that much. The path, I did decide to just stick to what the game had to offer me in elevations. Instead of making a straight through staircase all the way towards there from here, I thought, yeah, this winding road is a little bit nice to get back to the graveyard. Well, we still have our Hellabars. Yeah, I decided to keep the flagstone here, it just looked right to me. We have our watering hole, sick room, and then the rockery. Only the mushroom doesn't actually have something, but that's more or less, yeah, I don't know what to do with it at this moment. Okay, but then again, I think I lengthened this separator a little bit, and that's all I did. I didn't do anything more here. I did say that I put a, yeah, I already told you guys about that in a previous episode. In the castle, I did a tad bit more, actually. I added, well, a second set, some banners and the legendary regalia. Well, they aren't actually that legendary anymore because Tentative Gel has 2 sets now and Terra Incognita has 2 sets at this moment. I added some bookcases and banners to this thing. Well, considering it is a bathroom, I added towels and a sink towards this place. I gave this a wardrobe and also bookcases, a grandfather clock, and also with this, how I stack the furniture here, it makes this a little bit of a separate room. Without actually being a separate room. A towel and of course a sink in there. I had to fix a mistake. I put this one a little bit too far in front and I noticed that in editing. So yeah. In addition, I added just to the 2 candelabras above the throne. Just so you actually have some light over there. It was getting a little bit dark For the princess bedroom, I gave her wardrobes, the grandfather clock, and this is now a more or less a study corner where she can do her homework and all that kind of stuff with books and everything, and a desk where she can sit. This one doesn't have that much. I added the sink and the towel. That's pretty much it. I think the garden did... Well, no, that didn't get any update. And this one... Yeah, I put a candlestick over here and the grandfather clock on here. And that's pretty much it, because I do want to keep it chill. I have been thinking about putting another comfy couch here and then the bench somewhere in a corner, but it just doesn't look right if I did that. Well, the couch, I just wish that the comfy couch would act as a bench type of thing. And you don't actually have to have this one in here. Oh well. For the rest on top, I did not do anything else. Now I come to this. I have been dubbing over this. Because in total I have now 4 kitchens where they make food. And I do have enough sleeping spaces for at this moment. So I was actually thinking I am going to change this into a different room. It is a room without recipe, but nonetheless I wanted to make something else. And let's start by removing that. Oh, they actually have been making food in here. Frog meat, meaty bone. And I think, let's just see. Yeah, I got a bunch of these because I had to be farming a lot of... let's put that away. I don't need that, I don't need that. That I do need, I don't need that. I don't need the chest. Let's see, do I have... Certainly I have. Yeah, they are over there. I wanted to have that. Because I was thinking about, well, making something different over here. And let's start by transforming the floor a little bit. And I think also here, doing that. Or should I... Well, let's... Ow. That's not my intention. Oh well. Okay. Well, I'm now going at it anyway. Okay, my intention was not to do this, at least. To keep the floor here. The door is going to go over in this spot. That means I need to grab you guys. And then move those out of the way. This is a little bit of my what I'm showing off is the process of how I actually kind of go about trying to form things in my head, and how I have been altering things as well. Because before I actually got to this layout, I have been going over in my head, how can I do things differently? Let's put this like this. That one is not gonna be seen anyway. Now I need these blue temple tiles, and considering I am using the blue temple tiles, you probably can guess what I will be putting in here. Let's see, I need this thing, I need this to go over here. So there's gonna be a room. Well, let's put that here. Okay. I built an empty room. So gonna need that later. Let's see, what am I going to need? I need that. I'm gonna be in need of that. I'm gonna be in need of this thing. I am going to need... Where is it? Oh yeah, this thing. And the rest I probably have to build myself. So let's start building. I need 2 more Do I need 2 more columns? No, I don't need 2 more columns. I actually didn't need any additional column at all. I needed... Well, maybe. You know what? I'll just make 2 more another column. Who knows? Maybe I'll find some good use for it. I need benches. And why do I have a feeling I already have a bench somewhere? Oh yeah, no, yeah. That's correct. That's the unfortunate thing here in that Dragon Quest II actually solves. If you have a need of a certain amount, you can actually give up that amount. If you have to do only one, then yeah, Dragon Quest Builders 1 actually does better, because you just build it. You don't have to give up a certain amount first. Do I have... I have candelabrum somewhere. Yes, that's what I need. What more do I need? I think I needed not to sit down. I needed 2 big bold banners and 2... Yeah, shot silk is something that I have now an abundance of as well. Really, it's a lot. It is a lot. Regular bold banners. Let's open this. Okay, first up, I want to do that. Have the candelabrums here next to it, and this. Then we have our seating arrangements. I'll wait with that one for a little bit, Because I'm putting a column down over here and then a column like this. Maybe I should do... No, not big bold banner. And this is now a sort of a chapel. I know it's not a room in an exact room for Dragon Quest builders. At least I've not been able to find a chapel room on any list when I googled it. But then again, that does not mean it doesn't exist, because trying all kinds of rooms or all kinds of configurations with probably having more things for more benches or something. Maybe a 6 bench would actually trigger it. Or 8 benches you need to have. And that's the thing, you never know exactly how it's going to trigger. And maybe I should have had a big table instead of a small table. And that's why I can't be too certain. I'm not trying to figure it out, but I do think that most people have done a thorough job of figuring out rooms that are in here. And yeah, this is what I wanted to do. Okay, I don't have the Holy Hostel where they are going to make me frog meat, but to be honest, I can live without. So yeah, now it has been turned into a chapel for people to, if they like to worship Rubus, then worship Rubus. Although I don't actually care about it. Okay, next up is something I wanted to show, but I have to go to Terra Occidentalis. Kitty, would you arrive here for a little bit? Yes. Okay, I don't need... Well, let me first go. Like I said, I needed to go to Terra Occidentalis for this. Because, well, I'll explain it once I get there. So I'll see you over there when... Welcome back, I'm now in Terra Occidentalis, and as you can see, I'm in the area, pretty much the final part of the area, with the dragons and the Viz Mages. And for the build that I was preparing, I actually wanted to collect this sand and to put that around it. A little bit of creating the area around it. However, this sand is story locked. I cannot break it. You're not allowed to remove it. You're not allowed to do anything. That sand? You can! And you can go away, please. Kitty, please come back. Oh boy, I am getting overloaded by enemies. But that's so sad that I cannot use this sand. That's really sad. However, having said that, okay, it's now time to go back to Terra Incognita and to finish up the last bit. Why did I do that? Well, I'll see you guys back at Terra Incognita. I am back at Terra Incognita and we are now going to leave this little town. Because over those mountains I have been building something else. I have also been thinking about making a proper road or a railway or a rails track that we can take the train over to that place. However, after I was kinda done building this thing, I kinda had enough because, yeah, look at that thing. I thought I would make a little castle or a little fortress for the monsters. And for the Dragonlord's son to come and live here. That thing was even bigger than that over there. It ended up being so much bigger. And the grinding I had to do for all those fortress blocks was just so horrendous that I kinda got sick of free building in this. I now know why people prefer Dragon Quest Builders 2. The free building in there, you can be as creative and artistic as you want to be in that game. Here you are capped by a limited storage space to hold this kind of items. And even this is not sufficient for making something as big as this. 3 tabs of fortress blocks is not even sufficient for this. Just that's how often I had to, well, reset Terra Occidentalis, grab my 10 tickets from there and then turn them into the hard tickets that would gather me the most fortress blocks. I think the frightening trauma ticket, the burning ticket, and what was the last one? Oh well. Those actually are the tickets that you have to do over and over and over again. And you're not really in danger of dying, at least not as long as you have the Bashmobile. Because that thing trivializes everything, but good lord. So if this looks a little bit unfinished, like it has no windows and everything, yeah, it's because I got really tired to put on even the finishing touches here. I have done some interior decorating, but although I do have to say, I really, oh, don't burn me. I like how I could use those evil idols as kind of gargoyles to sit perched on the walls. It's really cool, and I have also, of course, have done it here. However, we are here for 3 special rooms, which those rooms I equate more with actually the monsters than with well, the human side. Also, this is the reason why I actually don't put on roofs, because just look how dark this is, and even with those lights it just isn't enough to get everything properly lit. It's just well, before I go through these rooms, let's take a little tour of the rest, because I have also 4 towers, and in each tower I have a little alcove. Well, here you can see I put up the Whaler's Mail, and there are a bunch of skeletons here, and these towers lead, well, here I put some cook fire in case I needed to eat something, but I don't actually get hungry anymore. A little balcony where you can also go to the gargoyles. Over here. All these towers also have a little stairs for me to get up in case I need to do some repairs to the roof. Ow. Well, then we have this tower, and what's inside? Oh yeah, I put the forbidden altar over here. Just a little thing. Let's see, what was the other one? To build this, you need the frightening trauma ticket, the burning trauma ticket, and the dreadful trauma ticket. Those are the ones that give you the blocks that you need. Here is another balcony pretty much the same as the others. Let's go down the stairs and we'll see more skeletons. And we have the Thanatos shield over here. Going up, well, I had some Draconic Columns over there. And here we end up, well, with a dragon scale. Yeah, I know this is an accessory that the hero would also use to defend themselves again. But I thought, hey, it is a Dragonlord. Dragons. So it's kind of appropriate to have something like that in here as well. So let's go up, and I got a little wood stump up here. In case you need to do something like that. Also, there are gargoyles and a balcony on here. Let's open this. In the center we also have something, but this is not actually a tower. This is more an increased roof above a room with gargoyles. Ow. And then in the final, yeah, you probably heard it. There's also a balcony with gargoyles. Youch. Yeah, I put one over here. Just as a joke. Sorry, I didn't know what to put what else to put there. So there wasn't actually. Oh yeah, you have a burrows over here. And the Sword of Ruin in that part. Something I forgot to mention. I put a hell portal in here where they spawn. And did I see that correctly? Oh boy, I forgot something. A little finishing touch that I can do right now. Because I have at least sufficient blocks after my last grinding session. So yeah, that's kind of the things why I got tired. However, now it is then time, while it is actually night outside. Doesn't change much for the lighting. It kind of looks as if this is more brighter now, now that it's night. That's so weird. But let's get into the rooms then, shall we? Okay, first up, we actually have 4 rooms. And for those who know Dragon Quest builders, they can probably guess what room this is going to be. That's a basic bedroom. That is not something I wanted to build. But if we add 2 chains and a skeleton, it turns into a torture chamber. It requires 2 chains, 2 straw mattresses. Actually have to be straw mattresses. It's not any kind of bed. Bones, and well, you can put in any kind of light source. I think, oh wait, I forgot. I put in just a room recipes. Where do we have it? I was not. There we have. Okay, is this the kind of place you end up if you were caught by the monsters? Yes, this is. It for the rest has no effect. I think you can build this in pretty much every chapter. At least in chapter 1 and 2. Because you could get chains over there. And bones. Well, bones you can get. The straw mattress you can't get in chapter 2, I think. And also not. No. Well, maybe. Yeah, you could. Straw mattress was in chapter 2. What am I saying? Don't be stupid. Don't be daft. So, yeah. And I actually made 4 of them, so I wanted to just make 4 little torture chambers. And this time I'm putting it in here. Let's decorate these pretty much the same. Just where someone died is in a different spot. And now the final one. Maybe I should put up the beds the last. Okay. And those are the torture chambers. I thought that is appropriate for the monsters. Now we have our second room. Well, the night is still not up. You know what? Let's do this. This I'm gonna be... oh, I have to... They are going to be like this. Then I need to be careful how I put them. Think... I should have put those up first. Yeah, I should have put those up first. So then that means you're not going there, you're going over here. Okay. Okay, that still functioned. Luckily. This is gonna be difficult. But then again, I don't need you there. I should have put you later. Okay, I also need a bench and another Dragonlord standard. Now I'm gonna put in, well, that's not what I wanted to do. Now I have to use this thing again in order to dig you up. I wanted to place you over there. And maybe over there. And have some shadow grass at certain spots. And I am wondering if... oh no, I have to at least place one more. And this turns into a freak out room. A freak out room is, well, requires one bench, 5 evil items, well, 5 blighted items, 1 light source. I thought this would... oh. I forget again to read the other stuff. Where do I have my freaky freak out? A garden engulfed by a certain sadness. No effect. It is 300 points. I think you can make this in Terra of in the Tentagel castle. I thought the Val Visages and the standard were the evil things. And the septic shrub and the shadow grass and all that. And the horns were blighted. However, I think the horns are not blighted. That they are probably evil. In addition, I also want to put in this. Because, hey, at least one is a candy box. And the other one is an actual treasure. And of course, to decorate it a little bit further, Let's put this here. Yeah. So, yeah, if you want to get freaked out, this is the room. I thought this is kind of fun to do it like this. Also gives it a little bit of an atmosphere of a room inside a dungeon. Okay, next up is our final room. You cannot dig up chests with a shovel. You can do it with a hammer though. You probably can guess what this room will be. And yes, you will be right. I do have to put in one of these chests, even if I don't want to, because it kinda looks... You know what? I'll try to do it without, because I think this kind of chest looks better into a treasure room. Oh, great. I hope this doesn't override the other one that I was planning to do. I hope it doesn't. Oh well. I do think, because everything, these doors are 4 and then the thrones are 3, kinda is a little bit sad. I wish this throne was either 4 or I had a 5 door. Because now I cannot really center this. And that's why I actually placed this one over here. Because then it actually looks a little bit right. We also need to place 2 draconic statues. And yeah, the treasure chest is not sufficient. You need to actually place a chest in here. And that turns it into a Dragonlord's throne room. Dragonlord's throne room requires 1 Dragonlord's throne, 2 Draconic Columns, and 1 chest, and a light source of any kind. A hall as magnificent as it is monstrous. Residents will build forbidden furniture and items and put them in the chest. Oh! I did not know that. That they actually built something in here. Interesting. But yeah. That is then the final... our final room. The Dragonlord's throne. And if I go sit on it... This is something that Dragon Quest Builders does a little bit better. Because if you are going to sit on the Dragonlord's throne, you actually turn into the Dragonlord himself. But, yeah. With this, the final room. I actually have nothing more to say. Except for this. At the end of Dragon Quest 1, I've already told this before. The hero set out to build his own kingdoms instead of taking over Elfgard, taking with him the princess of Elfgard, the crown princess and the only daughter of the king. Pretty much robbing the king of its own future, and someone else had to take over. But from those kingdoms that the hero built, they were 3 in total. They were called Moonbrook, Cannock, and Midenhall, or Midenhall. Well, as the hero who set out before to build his own kingdom, I did now the same thing. I built myself a little town. I built myself a castle. And with this, I present to you new Midenhall. And I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. And with this episode we also come to the end. What I'm gonna do next? I don't know yet. I haven't decided. However, whatever it will be, I hope to see you there again. If you liked this Let's Play, if you liked this episode, please leave a like behind. If you didn't like it, then go ahead, leave a dislike behind. I can also appreciate some feedback on how to improve my videos. And I would love to know what you think of this game. I hoped I could have shown that even today in 2024 this game still has a place to be played. That this game still has something to offer. Although the free building I would go for Dragon Quest Builders 2. But I hope that I showed that there is still something worth in this game. I thank you all for watching. Bye!